Howdy, all of you delicious people. I'm here today to do another episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Madness. The Mutant of Madness. So yeah, we're here today to do another episode of this. Posting almost like every day or every other day of this. Mainly just because it's like there's only so much I can do. And then on top of that, it's just kind of like, it's just easy to just do a series. Just easy to just go and do a game and just do that every day. It's much more easier than watching like seven different movies and just like, yeah, I'm gonna do all of these today and put all those out. Um, Swallowed it out probably today. Well, probably the day that the previous episode of this goes out, because I had to push something else out. So the last episode of this is going to be pushed out probably today. It's probably going to be a full fledged on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles day, and then ultimately today is probably just going to be this and probably some movie review or probably not another show. I just did a like half of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles season 3. I did half of that, so I'm probably just gonna be burnt out and probably just go, okay, instead of just doing another show, how about I just review one or two movies and then put that out, and then ultimately do another video where like I'm just cold storagingly shoving out a ton of movie reviews all at one time. So a lot of stuff down the pipeline. Hopefully, everybody kind of likes a reflection on taking a whole minute and a half to talk about the channel. Kind of fun for maybe people to know the behind the scenes a little bit. Ultimately, knowing full well what goes on sometimes. But let's go into these hero drives. Let's see ultimately what we get out of these. More than likely, we'll probably just get characters we already have, I'm assuming. So let's go into this little hero drive here, which I'm assuming, yeah, we got Super Irma again. Ultimately, I had seen an episode today where she is not quite super yet, but she does an interesting thing in one episode. I'll talk about the in the season 3 review. So ultimately, this thing will probably already be out by the time this airs, so I can talk about all this freely. I saw Irma be a giant Irma, a skyscraper like Irma. I saw that because ultimately I can talk about it now because the review will be already out by the time this goes out. So let's see what this hero drive will be ultimately. Wow. I was kind of hoping for a different character. Oh well. I got 25 blue brick. Can't wait for purple brick. We're gonna get some purple characters. Okay, now, yeah, I saw this boy. I saw this man. Oh man, his episode. Oh, his episode in season 3. Oh, that was pretty fun. Oh man, check out the review. Oh man, was that a fun episode? For the most point. Because a lot of those episodes were just, they were just bears to watch. Just because a lot of them were just like, how can you be more of a gimmick? Ultimately, you'll see this review and you'll know all about it. Especially with it being an hour and change, an hour and I think 20 some odd minutes. So more likely, people probably won't. People. Oh, what a minute! Wait a minute. What the heck? So you can't collect this character? Oh, what garbage is that? Here's my thing also. So yeah, because ultimately on I think the last episode or an episode before this, I had mentioned about a character that I remember who he was. I remember seeing him in a Turtles episode before, but I don't remember who his actual name was. That was the Rat King, the guy that looked like a hobo esh like character. Um, look like he had just like ratted clothes. That was the Rat King. If you guys can Google him, and you can probably see what I'm talking about. Evidently, the Rat King is not here. Ultimately, there's certain characters that it seems like you can only get through certain means. So you can't get the Rat King. Evidently, there might just be certain characters that you can only just play through story. Evidently, I saw like the Foot character being like to where you could like purchase it or get certain like season pass or whatever to get the Foot member. Evidently, that character's not down here, so it seems like not every character that's in the game is actually unlockable via here somewhere, which that kind of is a boatload of like I guess you have to be like a member of sorts, which is kind of like, nah, really? Got to do that on me, game? Got to do? You gotta give me the member treatment. You gotta remember that I'm a common man with the will to survive. I the tiger. Man, could you just imagine if they just rolled the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme and they just played that just 24/7 and that was like the theme music of this entire game? It would be just like the show. Like it got to the point where I mentioned this in a review where Michelangelo just turns to the camera in the show and is like, "Man, you guys must really like this song, huh?" Like, it's like, man, I bet you're like bopping to it every day, just because I'm sure even the cast are just like, I am getting sick of hearing this song. Like, if anything, do not cue up the music while I'm doing my voice thing. I am just so tired of hearing uh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme. I think at some point, I think they were like maybe desperate to change the theme at some point. Man, wow, I didn't do good. Cause gang can hang. Oy vey. Okay, so let's. That's why, cause we didn't boot up anybody. We didn't give them the boot. We didn't give gang the boot. We didn't let them know. Hey, Genghis, I'm here for you. I'm here. Yeah, freaking Baxter just the Fly character, basically. Yeah, I just remembered. Yeah, his premiere episode, they had the World Trade Center in that. Really? I wasn't thinking about it before, but now it's like, oh yeah, he had the World Trade Center in in the episode where season 2, episode 7, somewhere in there, farting around. That's what they should call it. They should call the episode farting around. You can be go, and that's what they should have done. Okay. Uh. Oh yeah, I saw this bad boy freaking getting on that tourist episode. Saw this. Well, not this exact same thing. Looks a little bit different. They got the red, green, blue, blue. That's I don't remember that. The thing had a mic on the front of it. Like you gotta. That's wrong. It's not. It's not. No. No. That's. It's probably different for. It probably was queuing up the later seasons, but that no. There's like a mic on top of here. Come on. Where's the mic? Do the. Excuse me. I have a mic on here. Doesn't look like the same thing. Just bringing it out there. Like, oh well, this is the mic from season 4, episode 16, where April had this one camera for like 20 seconds. That's where they use that from. I'm just waiting. I'm just I'm just waiting for some really knowledgeable Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like cartoon person to just like chime in and just be like, yeah, Genghis is not the right character because he's I don't like him. I don't like him. I'm not a fan of that Genghis. I don't like that you're using him because he betrayed my mother and and stole my father in that episode that he was in. I don't like that you're using him. Are we gonna? I guess we're not gonna be able to level up anybody. I was looking to just level. I was looking to do a little leveling up there. Couldn't find anybody. Let's. Here's one thing. So, Donnie is an intelligent guy, yes? How rarity. How very rare do you actually see him actually use like his legitimate like intelligence? Like very rarely do you ever see him in the animated in the animated series. Like very rarely do you ever see him like invent things like every single episode to adjust to some villain or like you would think that this guy would be popping out like inventions like it's like 4th of July. Like every day this guy would be popping out like, yeah, I'm going to invent a hydroglider sublimer thing for you guys to just use for like 10 seconds of this episode. Cuz that's what I do. Like I don't think Donnie really like I don't think they use him to his full potential. And oh my gravy, am I gonna do good in this episode of this battle? And we're gonna get story on top of that? Hmm. Yes, story. Let's continue so we can get story. Again, I still don't know who this woman is. I don't know who this woman is. Is she is this wizard person in some season somewhere? Let me know in the comments below if you're the animated. I want to say animated series. I don't want to say the Karton word too much because if anything that sounds more KID related. So ultimately I want to say animated series because that sounds more like adult. You haven't defeated me yet, Turtle Pow. Turtle Pow. Turtle Pow Pow. Are we gonna sick Emperor Palpatine? Power. Woman's getting zapped. What's going on with that? I guess the dimensional collapse interfered with her powers. Shocker. Let's get the third coil online. Third coil online? Yeah, now I'm starting to like mix in the actual like how everyone actually sounds like on the show. I'm trying to make it like the characters like to where Donnie has to talk more like this instead of like this. I'm a nerdy guy that puts on glasses. Instead, he talks differently. And where Raph has kind of like this voice and kind of like, hey, how's it going? And of course, Leonardo always has the very plain voice because he's the plainest one out of everyone. I'm gonna offend some Leonardo fans that are just like, burning down the house with him just like my favorite turtle is Leonardo. My favorite is not Leonardo. It is not. I am a legitimate Mikey fan. Cause Mikey is the second best leader, let's just say that. hands down. There's an episode to prove it that Michelangelo is the second best leader, hands down. Ah, he is. There's proof. There's an entire episode where like Leonardo leaves and the rest of the clan go and decide who's going to be the leader for the episode, and they have like a pizza slice to figure out who is becoming leader, and it gets pointed to Raph right away, and then he's like, "Hey, how about 2 out of 3?" And then they're like, "No." They're like, "No, it's you, yeah." Suck it. Suck it, Raph. You were the leader. It went to you. The pizza slice went to you. There's no backsies. Like, I honestly think Raph would make a great leader. The only thing is he's always hot-headed. So, which again, the show doesn't really go into that much. Raph is just kind of... He's just the guy with the voice, but he's not hot-headed into the show. I don't get... Like, if anything, I think Raph does more, maybe does more quips than anybody else. I think, if anything, he's always throwing, some quips back at people. Especially when some plan is gonna go awry, or ultimately, I think that is the best thing about Raph, is he's the quip guy. Or ultimately, when, somebody doesn't have a good enough plan, he lets them know. And I think that's the best thing about Raph. I think Michelangelo quasi does that, but like a lot of times, like Michelangelo is a bulk of the time in one ignorant bliss, which is great, or reasonably uh he is coming up with some fun thing to do within the episode. Or a lot of times he's probably that guy that is going to give you that, hey, this is where we got this episode from. We stole this from, uh, like, uh, like it's either him or one of the turtles letting us know like what movie idea they stole these episodes from. Um, like I think Raph kind of tells us about like the hairy dirty or whatever. Instead of calling it the Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry movie, I think they call it like Harry Dirty or something like that, or Harry. Like they try to come up with some like different version of talking about the movie without actually talking about it. Like as if they were going to get sued by mentioning some movie on TV. Like I don't think they have to pay anybody for having a movie reference. Cause like when looking at it, man, if every time they would have to pay a nickel for every time in the like some show in the DC world that they would have to mention some other character, like uh like Batman or something like that, like without them physically showing a Batman on the show. Uh yeah. Yeah. After we get those big boss fights, this is where Genghis comes back into play. He's like, "Yeah, I'm still the man." I want to remind you of that because ultimately you faltered a little bit. You faltered on the Genghis. No, I'm gonna keep with the Genghis because Genghis is the best. Genghis is the greatest. He is all gang and no hang. So let's go into another hero drive. We're probably gonna get the exact same characters that we've probably had any number of times now. Let's see. Leatherhead, a character that I don't think I've yet to use. Maybe once I've used them. Maybe once. Again, I should probably start rotating characters in because really it just comes down to Genghis. Really just comes down to that Genghis. Really does. Let's let's in tribute. Let's take who are we gonna take out? In tribute to season 3 of and to tribute to we're gonna take somebody out here. Who are we gonna take out? Who is the least? We're gonna take out Donnie because if he's gonna come up with an equation to figure out how to beat this level, then by all means, he's gonna take 20 hours to do it. But in honor of Casey Jones, a guy that is level 50, but man, does he pick up a refrigerator and just hold it over his head, which does not make sense. You cannot do that. You would die. That, like, a refrigerator is like a vending machine. Like, you try to tip a vending machine over, it comes over on you and kills you. That is what happens. Oh man, come on, no, really? I thought it was gonna easily clean this level. Boy, was I wrong. Okay, let's go back to using Donnie. This to take 2 years to frickin' solve where East is. Because he can't figure out where East. He can't. He doesn't even know where East is. Does he know where Kanye West is? That's where I would ask. Does he know where Kanye West is? You need to keep a bell on that guy. Real cool, Radical Rex. Who is the dinosaur-esh like looking character? I don't know who he is. God, there's so many dinosaur-esh looking characters. I think at one point they like the turtles were called like lizards in one episode. And they're like, lizards. Yeah. So I tried to play around and it blew up in my face. Sorry it took that time to have to redo a level just because I was having some fun. I guess you can't have fun in the later levels. Just have to keep clocking. Oh no, am I gonna get into another boss fight that takes me 20 years to beat? Oh, I apologize if that happens, but it probably will, but like me and Donnie though. Me and Donnie. Cause yeah, like Donatello doesn't use like rarely do you ever see him like do much in like this guy is just a placeholder a lot of times. To be brutally honest, Donnie's a placeholder. Sometimes he's a fun character, but a lot of times, like, what do you do all day, Donnie? Like, what is your job? What is your job in this team? What is your job? What are you doing? Like, I want to be the guy that's like looking over Donnie like every day, and you're like, you better be inventing something. You better be you better be inventing something to get us through this episode. Wow, wait a minute. Look at this health bar. Look at that crazy health bar for big Rex man. For what is this guy's name? I gotta figure it out now. Man, wow. So what happens if I take April out? Let's test it. I'm gonna probably take April out and either put Leo or Splinter in. See what happens. Act 10, Mission 5. Oh man, look at this squad. The energy squad compared to mine. I didn't even realize that because it didn't really matter to me. Um, because I didn't really focus on that. Okay, take April out. Oof, Leo is 65, which doesn't really matter, but Or 60. No, Leo is 60. Who else is kind of Splinter is 65, so let's put him in. Let's see what happens. Mondo Gecko? This dude has like the greatest name ever. Can I steal his name and have his name for the rest of my life? Can I be Mondo Greco or Gecko? I think Greco would probably sound cooler, but like Mondo Gecko, I want that name in my life. Even though Gecko is kind of it's kind of a iffy cool name, but still. Really? I'm gonna have one turtle to fight Gecko Man, and look at that health though. Look at that vicious health in my life. I got pretty close though. So maybe Splinter is the answer with that. I don't want to take out Genghis. I'm very scared to take out Genghis. So oof, oof. A lot of oofs going on here. A lot of oofs. A lot of boatload of oofs going on. A lot of yeesh. A lot of aish. A lot of oosh. A lot of other words that are just words. But I want to steal this guy's name for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be Mondo Gecko. Oh no. Oh, I was gonna change. I was going to change. I was gonna put somebody else in because Donnie is a duck. He is not a turtle. He's a duck. He is a big fart duck. That again, I would be just every living day, just be staring at him, and just be like, "What do you do? What do you do for your days? Like all you're doing is just sitting around in the sewer." Like, dude, you should be inventing, like, how to cure world hunger right now. That's what you should be doing with your life, Donnie. You should be wasting it away. That's what you should be doing with your life, Donnie. Because his name is Donnie. No, he's not. Okay, so maybe take out Splinter. Sometimes Bebop works. Sometimes you're feeling the bop. Goes well. Sometimes. I don't know, but Mondo Gecko has got some crazy wicked health. Some wicked. I'm gonna say wicked now, just because it's a weird thing to say now. I don't want to put Mona Lisa in there because she's a boatload of no. So let's see what happens to Bebop. He'll probably die like in 2 seconds. Let's see if let's get some yeah, Bebop like died in like 2 seconds. Gang dead? Gang died. No. We're probably gonna do worse here. I have a feeling. Yeah, we're getting clocked. We are yeah. There's and plus yeah, I need to take out every one of the minions to basically and have a boatload of people left to fight Mondo. Feel like I'm gonna God, what was that guy's name in Blazing Saddles? The big character that like I think his name was Mondo. My name Mondo. And then ultimately they had to do some like Looney Tunes like way of trying to get rid of Mondo. I almost want to say Lando, like Lando Calrissian. Mondo Gecko. Oh, I guess I could have read what his name was at the very bottom. I didn't realize. Okay, so let's go with Leonardo. Let's see what turtle cohesion does. As Toka's just like flying in the air for some bizarre reason. Yeah, Leonardo, as per usual, croaks right away. Yeah, Leonardo, go and leave the turtles again because you're not good enough. You're not thinking you're not good enough in this episode, bizarrely for reasons. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We gotta have enough health to no. I did worse. I don't wanna watch ads during this. We're almost at the tail end of this episode, anyways. So I'm gonna. This is about that time to give 3 attempts. If I don't get it within these 3 attempts, plus, yeah, I get it, game. Or I get it, phone. So, 3 attempts, then the end of the episode. But reasonably, I want, like, if we beat it right now, bizarrely, then yeah, then that I'll probably just call it anyways. So we're either gonna win or we're gonna call this an episode. So I am not putting Leo out there. I'm gonna put Mona Lisa out there. See what happens. See if she moans her Lisa and gets a freaking combo out there that just works. If only I could just avoid certain characters. Oh man, Lisa went down like she was clowning. She went down like Leo does, like every single mission. I need people who can live. Why is Mike taken down so quickly? He is. Good grief, everyone is just unbelievable. This level. They are getting like dead. They are getting battered away. Just batted up. Man, Mondo, like I need to see whatever episode that he's on to see why this is like a lot of these strong Ash-like characters. I'm not taking out I don't know why I took I think now we're gonna try to go with normal. Ugh. We're gonna oof. We're gonna oof. We're gonna oof. I'm gonna take out Donnie. Put Genghis back in there, and then because Donnie's a boatload of oof to me, so. Uh, be gentle. It's my first time game. Be gentle. My first time putting this weird combination out there. Be gentle, game. Be gentle to me. Wow, we are probably gonna. Yeah, we're gonna lose people quick. We're gonna lose people quick. Man, this is just. Oh, this is just not good. This is not good. This is awful. Yeah, this is bad. I was thinking maybe just a weird combination of hopes and dreams, but Mondo just smacks that away like he loves it. So yeah, that is attempt. I think 1 or 2. We're gonna try 2 more attempts, then we're probably gonna call it an episode. I don't know. I think this one I'm gonna need to beef. I think we need to beef like because this Mondo. Yeah, he's a boatload of difficult. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Yes, I know my squad is full. No. What am I gonna do? I don't know what to comment. What good teams to use anymore. I had standby teams, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna be going all that good in this one. What was that? What was the release? It seemed like somebody ripped their pants there. What was going on with that? What was going on with that? What is that move? What is that move? Does that mean people are dying? Because that's what it sounds like. God, what is up with that stomp move that Gecko Meko Monko Mondo dude has? Yeah. This is whew. This is whew. I would have some choice words for Mondo. Just like Mondo. How are the wife? How are the kids? I'm curious to take out Michelangelo. Just for giggles. Maybe it's Mikey. Maybe it's just you have a character that's too powerful and that's what is not going so well. Maybe that would be bizarrely the difference maker. Everybody's losing it. But bizarrely, Mondo Bravo over there is still living his best life. Oh my. Wait a minute, what? Without Mikey? Without Mikey, what? What is this? What is life? What is love? What is this? What is this? I take out Mikey, and that's what does it. That is what does it. That made no sense. I took out Michelangelo, and that's what did it for me. Was taking out a 92 level character helped me beat that level. Do you know how weird that is? You know how absurd that is? But I gotta get out of here, otherwise, this will probably stop itself. So, I'm gonna get out of here. That blew my mind. That all of a sudden, it took taking sitting down Michelangelo and telling him, hey, don't eat any more pizza today, bud. That's what did it. What kind of game is this? I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Wow, that is weird.